After hearing the comments from concerned residents and the representative of the proponent at its meeting on December 14th, Needham Board of Health resolved to recommend an independent environmental assessment at 1688 Central Ave, where the Needham Enterprises LLC is proposing building a daycare facility that can accommodate 115 children. Municipal producer Yu Xiao Yuan talked to some of the neighbors about why they think comprehensive testing is vital for this site.
According to the records from the fire department back in 2003, the previous property owner used the site to restore antique trucks and build race cars. Neighbors at that time filed complaints after spotting abandoned automobiles, construction materials, and oil drums. Images grabbed by the Massachusetts Interactive Property Map and a list of neighbor recounts and photos also document the decades-long existence of rusted cars, auto repair tools, and oil tanks at this address, which can trace back to the early 90s. The last owner, according to one of the neighbors, used the site to support his landscape business. Holly Clark, who lives on Central Avenue, wrote a petition on behalf of the neighbors of the site to request that the town hire an independent expert to conduct all necessary testing to assure the site is safe for development.
The information we have now is that this property was used for decades in unlicensed ways that present risks to the environment and to the children that might go there and to the families that live all around there.
Christy Thompson lives near 1688 Central Avenue and has a background in lead and neurodevelopment. In the letter Thompson sent to the planning board, she talked about the potential contaminants that might be in the soil of the site, especially lead, which is often found at car repair sites and in the lead paint from older homes.
Lead can stay in the soil for up to 2,000 years. So it's there. It could be in a form that's fine and not a problem at all, but it could also be in a form that could cause damage whenever a child breathes it in or drinks it in the water. And we've seen a lot of that right in the news not that long ago with what's happened in Flint, Michigan.
Needham Enterprises LLC stated testing was not necessary because the environmental review they provided to Needham Bank for the lender's risk management purpose did not find evidence of toxic materials. But such reviews that heavily rely on visual inspection and historical databases are known for its speed and low cost, but not for being comprehensive.
The sources of a lot of contaminants were present on that site. So there were, a salvage yard. There would be batteries present. There might be mercury present in the switches, and brakes and oil. So all of those items can release potential toxicants into the soil. And so it's really important that we know what's there, and then you can know how to address it.
In spite of Needham Enterprises LLC's opposition to testing, they proposed, quote, in an excess of caution, adding clean soil on areas of future daycare grounds and installing a demarcation barrier between the field and the old soil. But residents insisted testing is vital to determine whether the mitigation measure is appropriate.
There is some question as to the amount of soil that they propose for capping, if it's enough. And also, they're not addressing the fact and the concern for the neighbors, which is during construction, what happens when all of that dirt is moved around or dug and that dust is released into the air.
This isn't to cast aspersions on anyone. It's just to say you need to have someone whose sole interest and who has the expertise to say, this is where we have to look, and we will look at the entire site, not just we're going to build up here, so we'll leave the back half and not do anything if that's where contamination is. It's important that the entire site be evaluated and any problems addressed.
After hearing reasonings from both sides, the Board of Health recommended the town hire an independent professional to conduct a complete site assessment to determine what types of testing are needed and offer their guidance on what mitigation measures may be necessary. The application is currently in the Planning Board's deliberation process. At its meeting on December 21st, the Planning Board indicated following the Board of Health recommendation and any types of testing and mitigation the Board of Health deems necessary based on the assessment will need to be done before the issue of the building permit. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Yu Xiaoyuan.